Yeah.
3, 2. Hello and welcome to the Senior Detectives Play Unboxing the Cryptic Killer. Myself, Beware the Blobber, and my partner here, this cooperative puzzle adventure, Miss Morrigan Nightshade.
Hello, hello. So this is a first for us, I think. We're doing it in this way.
Yes. We normally cooperate,
So-
but we're not cooperating in a multiplayer, like, both in the same game sense. We're just
No.
voice chatty.
Yes. So this is the first time we're doing the multi-Twitch also since our first stream together, which was a race. So we're going full circle.
Hopefully today the cogs will not be blocked by the wooden panels.
If so, at least we can complain to each other about it at the same time.
Alright, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So, in a little mini and coupe, we turn up. There's Old Man and Lady, and there's a roller door, and Old Dog, wait! We go in.
Do you think he's here? What if it's a trap?
It's the only way to get him.
Well, my
I go right,
view
you
has
go
already
left.
captured the start,
Let's
so
do this.
we're just watching a black screen with waiting for other player.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, no.
It's fine.
Ali, I found something.
Me too.
I thought you'd be able
I
to
told
not
you it was a
click the
trap.
same arrow that I had to click to progress
No,
the video.
no. It went through the entire thing automatically, but it's fine.
We turn up. There's a man in a cage.
Who did the steal? Where is he?
I don't know.
Ali, you won't believe this. I'm not alone here.
What? Me too. What's happening?
You're very Scottish today,
We're
Maury.
detectives,
In
and we're here
I'm
to
game.
very Scottish in this game. In this
The person
game,
that did this to you.
the problem is,
Tell me about him.
if they keep
He
doing the
said-
voice lines,
What
I'm
did
gonna
he
start
say?
speaking in a more
said
Scottish accent
there is a
unintentional.
bomb in the
And I
box.
am not looking forward to
I'm
that.
a lot more wrinkly than I'm used to.
You're more wrinkly than used to. Okay, fair enough. Also, hi there, Lord Dutchington. Hoping you're having a lovely Saturday.
G'day, Dutchy.
Okay,
Alright,
there we
now
go.
we're together.
We have officially at the starting screen.
So, we did play the tiniest bit of this to check because it's a needs to work over multiplayer game. We did the first puzzle, and then we have played no more. So we do know this first
Yes.
puzzle.
We do.
There's a
Because we
box.
have this little padlock that we need to figure out
We don't
at
know
one
the
point
padlock.
as well.
We suspect
We don't
that there
know
might be
that.
something to do with these symbols, upside down triangle,
Yes.
diamond, square, circle, but we don't know. What we
Mhm.
do know is this little radio.
Yes.
And if I press something, it shows on Maury's screen. I see green down.
Okay, so I will press green down. I see red.
And then I press red. I see yellow up.
Okay, I'll press yellow. I see blue.
I can press blue. I see
Okay.
yellow in the bottom left.
Well, I need the bottom right. So I'm assuming that's green.
Bottom right is green. I see top right as white. I need top right.
Okay, top right is red.
Everything
I
is
need
green.
bottom right again. Oh, everything is green. That's simple.
Bottom right.
Everything is blue.
I think it's simple. Okay.
Okay, I need center.
Yellow.
Then I need bottom center. And then I need bottom left.
Yellow, green, yellow.
Yellow, green, yellow.
I need top right,
Mm-hmm. That's red.
top middle,
Top middle is blue.
and bottom middle.
Bottom middle is red.
So red, blue, red.
Okay, so I need top left,
Yellow,
center,
green,
and bottom center.
yellow. So yellow, green, yellow.
Okay,
Bottom
and the
left.
final one. bottom left is red.
Top right
Is blue.
and middle left.
Middle left is also blue.
So it was red, blue, blue.
Mm-hmm.
Ta-da! And now we have unlocked
There, and that... Yeah,
this
now we have
puzzle
this.
that we haven't actually done. So our
Yes,
knowledge
we
has
had a
ended.
We had a little look at just seeing what it was, and then we ended it before we figured anything properly out. So the welcome sign has now swapped out with the letters, and we probably have to create it so that it's
There's
same
welcome
again.
left to right, we suspect.
Yes.
And it reminds me hauntingly of the game from Seventh Guest with the train.
So I can only move the M.
And when I tug
And
on
Blobber
these,
can only
I
move
can
the L.
move the L.
And we can't go past each other naturally.
Yeah,
So if Blobber now tries to move past me,
nothing
he'll
happens.
jump back, I'm assuming.
It just makes an unhappy noise.
Oh, you only get the unhappy noise.
If I try and go
Okay,
past
so you can't... Okay, because if I try to go past Blobber, you'll see... Well, if Blobber would get back in.
Okay.
Back over here. Just to demonstrate. I am sent back and swap with another letter. So that is how we can change the
Do you
order,
not have
probably.
two buttons? I have two buttons. I have
You
a
have two?
go left and a go right.
Yes. And if I stand next to you and then try to go right, I get pushed back.
Oh, your view must be different to mine. On mine, you are to my right at the moment, so you'd have to go left to, g'day, Dutchie, to,
Yeah, left,
honk.
sorry. Yeah, so if I try to go to the left, I'm sorry, I probably just mix my left and right. This happens. That is me trying to pass you.
So it takes you the other direction automatically.
Yes.
Okay.
It swaps me with the letter that's two away.
So first we want to get the W in place, we think.
Yes.
So I need to get here.
And then this should... No, that's not what we want.
Don't we? Don't I want to...
Yeah, I guess. Oh, no, I can't. Now it makes unhappy noise. If you go back...
As in if I'm right against you at the edge.
Yeah,
because there's
if
no...
you and I try going right now...
I get unhappy noise. No,
No,
now it bounces me.
Because I got unhappy noise now, so...
Okay.
It changes.
It changes depending on where you are, yeah.
Yes. So if you try that again now, you should be able to move the W further towards the left, I think.
Yeah, but now I'm stuck there, like I can't
Oh, it's
move
giving you unhappy noise again?
Hey? As in, once I'm here, there's no more... Oh!
Yeah.
I didn't realize that happened. Okay, and now I want to go...
I'll try doing it one more time. Because we want to keep me on the right of that W to move it towards the left.
Those are our options
now
at the moment, I think.
Yes, this is good. Okay, now we leave. Because now we can do this. There we go. No, wait. No, we have one more that we need to swap.
The E needs
We need to
go
get that
the
E.
end.
Yeah. So if you go on the other side, no, that won't really do.
Yeah, that won't do anything.
And we need to be between the E's, I guess. then I have to do that. And then the same thing with the O.
So I need to move to the right so that you only rearrange the O? Or...
Yeah, I think so. We still need to push the E, but I'm unsure how to push the E further. We can try this, but that will not do anything.
And now you swap with the E and we're good.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Okay, there we go.
Puzzle
Welcome.
2. Mastered.
Hooray! Also, Miriak seems to be gone, so allow me to deal with... There we go.
I've discovered a note on the floor. Back out in the real world. It's
Yep.
got 3 numbers and a whole lot of letters in a what I assume is a draw lines between things, like connect the dots.
Okay. Does it have any words on it at all?
Not yet. It has 369.
Oh, Lodachi, if you're unsure, you could use the link at the top for the multi-twitch.
I've pinned. We both.
So you
I
can
assume
watch
you have
those.
as well.
I haven't pinned it, but I can pin it. There, pin it. Maintain unpinned until end of stream. There we go.
Yeah. So mine says 369 at the bottom, and it has a big web of numbers that is a connect to the dots, I assume.
Okay, because mine has a lot of numbers, and it has the word Poland written
so I
in the
assume I
bottom left.
make the word Poland. P-O-L-A-N-D.
Okay.
What happens if you
What
connect...
numbers?
369. So do every, like, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15.
3... How did you even connect these things?
I was using the
Did you use a drawer on something?
Yeah.
Okay. We can try to do that. So 3, 6, and then you said 9.
9, and presumably 12, 15, 18 until you run out of letters.
This is not gonna look good. 12, 15, and then 18.
21.
And then we look for 21, which is down here. And let's see, do I have anything more than that? No.
So...
No, the highest number I have is 22. So I get like one that could be a square.
I have
the
3
other
triangles.
I have nothing like 3 triangles.
Imagine
you know,
you have like a very, very basic kid's drawing of a like animal, where it's an animal's head, and the head bit is triangle, and the ears are 2 triangles off on the corners of the head, like a dog face.
Okay.
So 1 downwards facing triangle, and then two triangles that go from the corners of the face up.
I have
how I would describe
nothing
mine.
like that. Okay, if I was to describe mine, I would say I kind of have a 4, where you begin at the bottom and you go upwards to create a 4. And then instead of stopping once you cross that first line, you just keep on going way over and then draw a square at the end.
Okay, so a 4 that ends with a square on the right.
Yeah, so if I were to translate it to number, it would be 40. It's the best I could possibly do.
Yeah, sure. What do we use this for? Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, 40 I could understand because that could be part of the actual code to the padlock. but whatever an animal with 2 ears is gonna be, I have no clue. Let's see. If I disable draw
box
mode, is there
seems
anything
important,
else I can do with this?
detective.
Anywhere else I can interact with this? Or is it just draw mode? Seems to be just draw mode.
For me, there is something
Um.
else. The letters that had fallen off
Ooh.
the sign are something. Like the welcome, the letters
I
that
can
fell
look.
off welcome are now
Yeah,
something.
I can look at the O, but I can't do anything with it.
Well, for me, it has one of the symbols for the padlock on it. It has diamond. I think this is saying diamond is 8.
Oh, mine has a circle on it.
Yeah, so I think that we now know that the first digit on the combination code is 8. And for your circle, what was it?
What do you mean?
What is the shape of the letters? Like, what is
Oh, it's an O with a circle on it.
Okay, so the first is 8 and the last thing is a 0.
Okay.
Because, yeah, the
So-
2-letter E's from the sign have fallen off facing each other, forming a letter 8, and they
Okay.
have a diamond on
I
them.
fail at opening the thing.
We only know 2 of the letters. We only know 8 and 0. Or does your combination code have not 4?
My combination had 4. I just tried the 4-0 from the note that I got that could potentially be a 4 and a 0.
Okay.
Just to see. In the middle. Yeah, I also hope I can find the right combination to open that chest, mister. Is there anything else on these letters? No.
I think
could you just
might
try
be telling
putting
us
4...
My shape
you
had
just try-
triangles, right? My letter, my connect the dots paper was triangles, and the numbers were 3. So maybe that's telling us that triangle. No, it can't be because.
But you
no,
said
it can
triangle
be.
was 8.
No, sorry, diamond. My bad. I should have said diamond. I'm an idiot.
Okay.
So maybe triangle is 3. Diamond is 8.
And then square is 4.
You think square is 4
No.
and circle was 0?
I think square would be 4 compared to my note if there was anything, but 3840 didn't give me anything.
Yeah, 3840 also does nothing for me. Diamond is 8 because of this. That makes sense.
What letter fell down that you get 8 though?
Both the letter E's from welcome fell down and they now face each other. And together, 2 E's facing each other is an 8.
Yeah. Then I get it. Then I get it. You know, the only thing I can get from that note is that 4 is square.
Yeah, 4 is square, I understand based on what you described. My E's clearly say 8 is a... Maybe it's saying 8 is 3? Like, maybe diamond is 3 instead? It's worth trying. No. I think 8 is what it is. But it's definitely going to be either 8 or 3. Circle. What is your thing with a circle?
That's a O, so that's a clear 0. So if you had two E's falling down, forming an 8, and that had a diamond shaped on it, I feel like we're pretty certain that it's the 840 it's gonna be at the end.
Sorry, 8 for 0.
Which means it's 840.
Yeah, okay. The last 3 digits of...
Yeah.
My one is, why do you think the 0 is circle? What's that based on for your side?
that the zero is circle. That's because the O fell down, and the O is that's a
Okay,
circle.
on your side, the O has fallen off of the welcome.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And there's no other number that could potentially allude to than a 0. So.
Yep. So we agree. 8, 4, 0.
Yes.
Maybe that 8 is a 3 in the case of the 3s, the E's facing each other being weird isn't an 8. So we could brute force what triangle is.
Yeah, that isn't fulfilling. But it's not like I have much choice because I can't see your drawing even.
Well, I can try connecting all these letters and see if it does anything else, but
No. The reason it would say Poland is because you need just Poland.
if I connect everything, it forms a pentagram.
Oh, I can't believe I'm trying to brute force this.
Which would be a star.
Oh, it was a 1 apparently.
What?
Yeah, your thing was supposed to be a 1.
Poland. How is that a letter 1?
I don't know, I can't see your screen. But triangle equals 1.
Oh, okay. So my error was connecting the D back to the P.
Ah.
If you get rid of that, then in the same way you said your thing is like 4
Yes.
square, my thing
Yeah.
is either 1 or 7 triangle. Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay. Let's see.
I have the keys.
Don't even bother. They won't work.
Oh. How did you know?
He's playing with us.
Alright.
Okay, so we have a bunch of keys now. Supposedly. And we have a bomb.
Okay, I see in front of me a Nintendo controller, like a SNES controller, a bunch of
Same.
USB sticks, a wood cutout with some holes for some keys, a box with a padlock, paper, a paper, a screen, and a screen. And a rope.
Okay.
But I don't think the rope does anything.
No, I think the rope is just around. It kind of like frames the box in a sort of way for me.
Yeah.
And it has an... Oh, no, it is actually clickable. It has a knot. No, that's the key. That's the keys. Okay, so
my
what
key
I
is
have
star
is...
plus square minus circle.
Oh, that would give me letters, probably. Because all of mine have a number written on them. But what I have is in my top left corner, I have a little screen that's connected to a Nintendo controller.
Yep.
Old school
Oh,
Nintendo.
Pegasus.
Underneath that, I have a folder, which I haven't clicked yet. Then I have a note that says true or false, which I'm assuming has some sort of rule set. Up in the right corner, I have a chest that's wrapped in wire with a padlock on it. And that requires a 4-digit code. And then I have a bunch of keys with numbers on them. And I have a bomb in the center.
I have been distracted by the video game. But yes, you describe the same thing as me largely.
Okay.
So I've gone to the
Police
video game
reports.
and hit on power.
Oh, I'm sorry. I started reading police reports. Oh, and 3 is circled.
It looks like it's a Sokoban game, but we have to do cooperatively.
It looks like it. A witness reported seeing a male suspect walking quickly on a street. Walking quickly is highlighted. The suspect was described as wearing a coat, a hat, and carrying an umbrella. The witness believes the suspect may be a known criminal, and then there's a 3 circled.
Please come play the SNES game.
I don't want to play the SNES game. I want to read police reports. Never get to read things. Fine, press any key to start.
Alright. Level clear!
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna go press the box?
I can press the box, I suppose.
Okay. We didn't need both of our people for this one. Oh, we do!
Oh, we did!
No, you... Reset. Okay, so one of us goes past. There. And now you
I was
can push
wondering,
the-
like, why would this need 2 people? And but yeah.
Ta-da!
Hooray! We have cleared it again.
Hmm. How do we do this? If you go...
Oh, if you go and push that box up to
I can
my
then
what
go
seemingly would be
up.
my X. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you need to be up there so you can push it downwards afterwards, I think.
Why? You go right,
Can I
right,
push
up,
it?
right,
Oh
down.
yeah, no. Never mind. Yeah. Never mind.
How many of these do we have to do?
Who knows? Now we have 3 boxes.
Oh, that's
Could you give it one final push, please?
What? Why not put it down?
Oh, I assumed we would want to put it furthest away and then have the easier one available, but sure.
The one in the corner is the easier one.
You think the one in the corner is the easier one? Okay.
Yeah, the one in the corner is the easier one.
Okay.
Because you don't have to back around the one in the corner. Now, for these two, I think it has to be the bottom right box first. And it has to go over here. Now you go down, I go across, and then you go back down. Yeah, that one didn't... I don't think that one needed 2 people.
I'm not
Aside
sure.
from the starting positions.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, I'm sorry. I thought I was you.
I think you're gonna have to push that one down,
No,
regardless.
I think you have to be out of the way. That I have to go down and left now.
Won't that block?
Now
Well, you're definitely gonna have to push yours further in then, if you can. And then this has to be pushed.
Now,
I have to be saved because I am now trapped.
I think you go
forever.
up. You go up on the right. Now you go up into where I started. And now I push that and you can push it down. And then how do we do the last one? We can't.
No, because you have blocked it with the box.
Hmm. Okay, so what do we do differently?
I think what we need to do
I have
is
no option
take...
but to do that. That is 100%
Yeah, that is fine.
forced.
That is 100%. It's gonna have to happen.
So you could move your other box down one. Like, you could move...
I could move this one down.
Yeah.
And then I can push this all the way in. And you're now free.
Now if you get in the bottom right of that loop...
If I go and hide down here, you
Yeah,
can push
I
that
can push
box
both
in
of the
after me.
other two boxes. Like, I can push...
You... No, that one needs to go down and here.
Well,
You have to push
I currently think
this
the top...
box
I
on here.
currently think the top right one goes just pure left. I think
No.
the middle one goes left down, and then I think your one goes up right.
I think this one goes here.
Yeah.
I think this
middle
goes
one
here.
middle one vertically goes down left. You think what? You think the bottom one goes top left?
Yes, because I think if you go back in your little corner to your starting position.
Okay.
Push that down.
Okay, you just wanted to do them in a different order. Now it has to be this one. And then we're fine for that one. Finish?
Evil count.
I would have said grandma.
Oh, it looks like a cape to me. That's why I went with count. Also the glowing red eyes.
It's an evil grandma. Good game, detective.
Anagram Asylum.
See you in Anagram Asylum 8. Oh, and all numbers plus 1.
Okay. Blood Dutching thing is agreeing with me with vampire, which is what I meant with count, but oh well. Okay, but
8, all numbers
8.
plus 1. Now we can go read your police report. It doesn't go away. If you exit the screen and come back, it stays on the SNES. So
Okay,
that's fine.
good,
You don't need to write anything down. It sounded to me like you were grabbing a pencil and paper.
Yes.
So, my note says, true or false, the prisoners have short hair.
You said we were gonna do the police reports.
Oh.
And then you could do something else.
I didn't know there was a
Is that
separate thing.
him?
I assumed that was the police
When
report.
were these photos taken?
No, police report is the manila folder.
Okay. The
Right
manila folder
underneath
for
the
me
SNES
has
game.
a bunch of pictures. which
Okay.
I can rearrange them and look at them.
Okay. So that's probably why we want this then, because mine have writing and then a number circled around it. So I'm assuming my text will tell you which picture goes where.
But I have 6 pictures and only 4 squares to put them.
Yep.
So, the pictures are... man entering electronics store with umbrella.
I have... The first police report is male suspect walking quickly highlighted. A suspect was described as wearing a coat, a hat, and an umbrella. Coat, hat, and umbrella is highlighted. And it has the number 3, and that number 3 is then circled.
So presumably that is the 3rd picture?
Hmm?
There are 2 that could be. I have 2 pictures... Well, actually I have 3 pictures of man walking with an umbrella. One of them is entering an electronics store, one of them is up a set of stairs, and one of them is just down an alley. Let's assume it's the pure alley one.
Okay. Does he have a coat and a hat as well?
In all of them, yes.
Okay.
In only... There are 2 pictures where he doesn't have a hat, but none of them he has an umbrella.
Okay.
So they were already
Well, if
excluded.
Okay, so the next one I have. A witness reported seeing a male suspect sitting on a bench in a park, wearing a coat and a hat, smoking a cigarette.
Yeah,
The
obvious
witness
one.
described suspect as disturbing. That's number 6, circled.
6 makes no sense because there's no way for me to have 6 pictures. Like, I do
No, but
have 6 pictures,
that...
but I can't deposit them in a... There's not 6 places to put them.
No, but is the picture that I just described, is that number 6?
The pictures don't have numbers, they're just pictures.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's a 6. If I keep going, maybe we can figure something out with those numbers. Maybe those numbers aren't related to that. Maybe they will give a code depending on your order. So if you just put them in a 1, 2 as the story kind of progress, maybe that will give us something. I don't know. The next report I have is a witness reported seeing a male suspect exiting an electronics shop, wearing a coat, a hat, and carrying an umbrella.
Yep.
That has 7 circled.
Okay, so we have 6, 7 is sitting on bench, then electronics shop.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Then I have 1 is a witness reported seeing a male suspect running up a flight of stairs.
Yep.
The suspect was described as wearing a hat, carrying a briefcase.
Yep,
And
sure.
on 4, I have a witness reported seeing a male suspect standing by a trash can with an umbrella, wearing a hat and smoking a cigarette.
Sure.
Then on number 2, I have a witness reported seeing a female suspect entering a church. The suspect was described as wearing a coat and carrying an umbrella.
That one is
And
a
for
bit
my
more iffy. Because I have someone that could be entering a church. They have a suitcase. They don't have an umbrella. They do have a coat.
Then on my final police report, I have a witness reported seeing a male suspect running away from a police officer. The suspect was described as wearing a coat, a hat, and carrying a briefcase. The witness believed that the suspect was attempting to evade the police officer, and that has a 5 circled.
Yes, I do have that one.
And
So-
then on the back of the folder, sort of, it has 4 pictures arranged, like there's one a little bit higher, then one slightly lower, one slightly higher, one slightly lower. And it has the 3rd picture circled, and underneath there's a clock and a long line pointing towards something. Oh, because they all have they all have numbers for when that happens. Of course. I didn't even notice that the police reports were timed. Oh. But what does that mean? Are they supposed to be arranged by time or the number that are circled? And it just says match or no match.
What happens? Is it a button? Like, is match or no match a button?
No. It's like someone took a pencil and just wrote it on the folder itself. Like match or no match question marks. Then there's the drawing of the 4 pictures with the 3rd one circled. And then they've drawn in a tiny little clock that shows 3 o'clock and then a arrow pointing forward.
I don't understand. Aside from potentially arranging the photos in order, I don't understand what this wants.
Okay, we can come back to this one then, I guess.
True or false? The prisoners have short hair.
Give me a second. Yeah, I would say he has short hair.
Screw off. Ah, okay. It's if you look at your, if you go to your little USB things,
USB things.
so the thing that's connected to the other screen.
Oh, okay.
I
The bomb
assume-
thing.
I assume yours are numbered 1458.
Yes.
Yeah, so you use my answers to do your switches. My question
Okay,
one
so number...
is, do the prisoners have short hair?
Mine does.
So your switch number 1 is true,
Okay.
is my guess. Now switch 4.
Mm-hmm.
The letter W
Mhm.
is still hanging in place.
Yes. At least on my side, and I think on your side as well.
Yes, on my side as well.
The
Mhm.
truth unveils answers, detective.
But I don't know how to get back to the other space now. Okay, it's inside the box.
Yeah.
5. Allies box contains 3 keys with a star-like design.
Let's see. 1, 2. One of them is. Oh yeah, 3. Definitely 3. Definitely 3. I definitely have 3 Starline keys.
Okay, and then the last
But then
one.
would it be for me or would it be for you? It's your question, so I'm assuming it's describing my keys.
Yeah, that's ambiguous. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
And then the last one, there are 7 hints available for this puzzle. Which I have no idea unless we use the hint button, which I had been reticent
Yeah.
to use.
Same. So let's just ignore that one for now. And see if we can figure out the other ones. The
And your
retro console has
questions?
both power and reset buttons.
True. And is that question 2?
Yeah, that's 2.
Okay, good. Next.
Question number 3. The cage has at most 5 bars.
Go back to the other room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. False.
Mhm.
Okay, next. Question 6.
The rope that is in the box has no knots tied in it. Mine definitely does.
Mine does, so it's false.
Mhm.
It has knots.
Yes.
7.
Mm-hmm. There are some writing presented on the back of the police reports file.
Is that him?
Well,
When were
yes,
these photos taken?
there was.
Mine is... I can't look at the back of the police report?
Well, I think when they say
Is
the
that
back,
him?
it's like when you have the
When were these
last
photos
page
taken?
folded, you can kind of see the back,
Is
but
that
it's still
him?
within the folder.
When were these photos taken?
I don't understand what you mean. My police report does not have
Okay, so-
multiple pages.
Okay, but if you have the folder and you open it up, what I would consider the back in
Is that
this
him?
case would be the
When were
right
these photos taken?
side of it. So like in a book, it would be inside the cover, not the cover itself on the outside, but like the back of the cover, if you understand what I mean.
Nowhere written. There is no writing anywhere on the police report.
Okay, there is on mine, but I don't know if they refer to mine or yours in this case. So if it's yours,
I think
it's
the
probably
answer
false.
is true, because then it makes the number 2 on the 8
Uh-huh.
segment display, and it doesn't really make sense for the answer to be 2 missing the top right-hand corner.
Mm.
So I think one of the answers we need at the moment is 2. Did your 8 segment display when you entered the, like, does it almost look like a letter or number?
Mine also says 2 now.
Okay.
And I never touched the last one. I never touched anything with 8, so that's just false.
Wait. If you're looking at your 7 segment display, does me fiddling with this change your number?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I
I
assumed we'd
created
have
the
separate
3
ones.
lines. No, I created 3 lines with mine. On my space. So if I
Okay.
do this should
Yep.
do
it's,
the middle.
It's adjusting
Yeah.
mine, yep. Okay, then I think we've got this right now, and that the answer is 2.
Yeah. Okay. Um,
Keys. Star plus
Because
square minus circle.
okay, so that means that this one is 2. No, that is the picture one. The picture one is not 2. This is the 2. And then the keypad one is the 8. But what was it with all numbers plus 1? Sorry, I got distracted by putting in the numbers that we have currently in the padlock.
8. And all numbers plus 1 was the angry grandma / Count
Okay.
Dracula.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Okay,
even look at the padlock. Okay, so padlock is something.
Yeah,
8,
so the first one is
D-pad
connected to the
key.
picture puzzle.
Okay, you think that's meant to be a Polaroid? Sure.
Yes. And then I think the other one is the true-false buttons.
Yep, 2.
And then I think the controller is the 8. And then the last one is a key, so clearly the key puzzle.
Which we haven't solved?
Nope. I have a bunch of keys with numbers on them.
Yeah, and I think you have to take the one that has a star-shaped end. So what's the number on that?
I have 3 with kind of star-shaped ends, which is 5, 8, and 2.
Are they different numbers of star points?
I mean, I wouldn't say any of them actually looks much star-like. They're kind of more like a mine, like underwater mine thing, but they have all 4 points.
Okay, so it's not... That's not helpful. Are there multiple squares and are there multiple circles?
I have 3 circles and 3 squares. So I have 3 of each. Yeah, the star-shaped one look a bit like stars, Blob, but only if you have then this last
you,
point of
Blob.
star being the actual key. So I would say it's not quite a star, especially since that the key is bent in a way that the end of the star wouldn't be. But regardless,
Okay, the star key has 2 even prongs.
Oh, that's 8.
Okay, 8 plus the square key has, going from top to bottom, where the top of the key is the end with the shape, small then long prong.
Square has small first and then a long prong. That would be 2.
So 8 plus 2 is 10, and then the circle is the other way around. It is big then short.
That is a 5.
So 10 minus 5 is 5.
But remember, add 1 to all the numbers. I'm assuming that's for this puzzle.
I would have assumed that it was the input for the code.
You think so? So you think this one is a 5?
Yes. So I think the answers are question mark 285.
Yes, and then we would have to add 1 for all numbers.
1 to everything, yeah.
Yes.
But we now need to circle back to the
When were these photos taken?
the photos.
Yes.
When I enter, it asks me what time were the photos taken.
Okay. I can tell you when the photos were taken.
No, like it's just my character says that. All I have are the 7 photos and 4 places to put them.
Okay, so maybe we go from the earliest to the latest then? Which would be... This is the first one. That is the exiting electronic shop.
Is the first one?
That happened. Yes, that happens at 3:31
you said that
p.m.
was 7.
Yes, but that is the one first on the timeline. So 3:31 p.m.
Okay.
And then the next one that would happen according to the timeline would be a female entering a church with a coat and umbrella. That happens at
Sure.
3:45. That's the one that has the 2 circled. And then after that, walking quickly on the street with a coat, hat, and umbrella happens at
Okay.
3:52. And the next one would be 4:11, which is standing by a trash can with an umbrella, wearing a hat, and smoking a cigarette.
Okay, I've put those 4 in the slots that I'm allowed to put things, and it hasn't done anything.
Okay, and which one is then the third picture? That is then... Was that the church?
The third picture is either entering the church or walking down the street.
Okay.
With the umbrella,
so that's either
not near
then...
the trash can.
Okay, so the 2 is then the third picture, which is the one that we want to get. How are your pictures lining up? Is it like one picture up, then slightly down for number 2, slightly higher for number 3, slightly down for number 4?
The book opens, there are 2 pages. Each page has a top left and a bottom right where you may pull
Yeah.
one picture.
Yeah. So the one we want then is on the second page, top. That is what's circled as number 3 for me.
Okay.
That is the one that's circled.
I acknowledge this piece of information. I don't know how it's meant
And
to
that
help.
picture for you is then... What picture do you have in that slot?
It could be anything. Because it hasn't told us how to arrange the pictures.
Well, you were given a clue by the detective that you had to put them according to the times.
Yeah, but that doesn't tell you which goes where, like, okay, I will accept that the top left one is number 1, and I will accept that the bottom right one is number 4, but do you put...
I would put on one page 1, 2, and then start at the top 3, 4.
You see, my instinct would be to do the opposite. Would be to put 1, 2 on the top row, and then do 3, 4 on the bottom row.
Not if I was arranging pictures in a photo album. Then I want to finish one page before starting the next page. Like, if you were writing in a book, you definitely start at the top of the page. You finish an entire page. You don't start at one page and write across from the book to the second page.
But it's not writing a book. It's shoving things in a photo album.
Yeah, I would still finish one page at a time. But regardless, it's either then walking
It's either
quickly,
going in the
which
church
is 3.
or walking down the road with an umbrella.
Yeah. So that's either 3 for the walking or 2 for the church.
Okay, so we go back out and we try 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
And now we try the same thing with +1 because of the box puzzles. Oh, wrong way.
No,
No,
neither
of
of those are
work.
correct. It's not 4, 3, 9, 6, and that's the highest I can get, so... But that's the thing, if it's all numbers, all of these numbers are +1, that's a very different thing than if it's, say, the numbers on just a key puzzle +1. Because that would just change our last number,
By
not
an
all
additional
of them.
+1. All the difference, whether that applies to the keys or everything, is just whether the key puzzle answer increments by one more +1.
I guess.
So it's either
I just don't get the...
2285, 2286, 3396, 3397. Are the 4 things we think of as options.
I guess you're right there. Ah.
3536. And what if the numbers also apply to the +1 of the photo? What if we don't want to look at the photo space 3? What if we want to look at photo space 4?
No, but I think the only one we're failing at is the photo. I feel like we have the numbers for the other ones. And if that is then 285 +1, that means that it will have to end on 396. Which means we could either try to brute force the first one and not do the photos, or we can try to figure out which one it is. If we go back to the photos, you said there were some of them that didn't match perfect. You brute force, didn't you?
No, but an achievement has popped up that says, the brute, you'll get there eventually. For trying to brute force it.
You said some of the photos didn't quite match. You said it was close, but not quite.
When were these photos
Could
taken?
it be that is it, that there's only 4 of them that actually perfectly match, and the other 2 are fakes?
Yeah, but... No, there's 3 excess photos.
You said you had 4 slots and 6 photos. That means 2 of them are wrong.
No, we've got 7 photos. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. Then, okay, so there's 3 ones that potentially are fake.
Yes.
Okay,
Currently
so
it's
going back...
running upstairs with umbrella, sitting in park, and running down road chased by policemen with trench coat, hat, and suitcase.
Trench coat, hat, and suitcase. Is that the one that was the street one? Walking quickly?
Walking quickly could be...
Walking quickly?
Can't be that one, because the walking quickly didn't have an umbrella or a bin.
It had an umbrella, but no bin.
Yeah.
Walking quickly is a coat, a hat, and an umbrella.
Yeah, so it has to be the other photo.
So if you have one that has walking quickly with a coat, a hat, and an umbrella, then keep that one. That's in one of the slots.
Yes.
Then you had the sitting on a bench in a park with coat, hat, and cigarette.
Yeah, we have that, but that wasn't one of the ones that you had me enter into the 4 places.
No. No, because that happens later. That is 414. But if you have a picture that has precisely that, then let's keep that one.
I don't know what you mean by keep. I don't have like a dispose of photo.
No. But when I mean keep, it's one of the 4 that goes into the 4 slots eventually. That's what I mean with keep. Like these match perfectly towards the police report. And that would make sense with the match or no match that comes into mind, with that some of these won't have a perfect match. So exit an electronic shop. Does that person have a coat, a hat, and an umbrella?
Yes.
Okay. All of them match so far. This is not making any sense. Running up a flight of stairs. Does that person have a hat and a briefcase?
No, umbrella.
Okay, so then that's a fake. That's a fake, because that's supposed to have no umbrella, just a hat and a briefcase. So we ignore that picture. That picture is no longer relevant.
Sure.
Standing by a trash can with an umbrella, hat, and cigarette.
No, there's umbrella, but there's by a trash can, but it doesn't have an umbrella in the picture.
Okay, so that one is also then fake. If we go by it doesn't match. Entering a church with a coat and umbrella.
No, because that has an umbrella. There's no umbrella.
Okay. So the last one that should then be the match is running away from a police officer with a coat, a hat, and a briefcase.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the coat running away from the police is at 442, so that goes in the very clear 4 slot. We both agree which one is number 4. Yes. Running away from a police officer is the last picture.
Oh. It's done something. It played a piano note.
Okay. So that means that is probably correct. Which one is now currently in the top position on the second page?
The sitting at the bench in the park with a cigarette.
Sitting in the bench. That is circled 6, so +1, that would be 7. And we're out! Hooray!
Okay.
Hey, what's your name?
Christopher.
Christopher, listen to me. I'm here to catch the person that did this to you. Do you remember how you got here? Is there anything in your cell that might help us?
I'm afraid not, Detective. I found only this marker here.
That's no use. Just let me know if you remember anything.
I'm calling that he's the bad guy.
He seems very suspicious.
Phase 3. You're on your own.
Yeah.
And
I have a note that says
a
you're
gun,
on your own, but
and the N is red.
Oh, mine has the O in on. Has just... It's been made with little squiggles to kind of form an O. And then on the O in your, it has a clock with a time on it. So it shows 5 to 1, I think. Like the short one is definitely pointing towards the 1, and the long one is closer to 11. Between 11 and 12, but definitely closer to 11 if I had to put to one of them. And you said your...
For me, the O in the first your is like a gun, like a revolver gun. Revolver barrel. And the final N is red and angular. Aside from that, I have a trio.
Angular.
I have a trio of watches. I have a Game Boy. I have something that looks like a giant gun barrel with symbols, and a note.
Okay,
The
I
note
have
is
3 watches.
The note is a squeak cross.
Oh, yay! Oh well, we can do this quickly. And then let's see. That would have to be 1, 1, and a 1, and a 1, and a 1, and a 1. And that has to be a 3. That would have to be there. That would have to be there.
Okay, I've finished my thing, but it doesn't really look like any. Oh no, it's the inverse. Look at the white space, at least for me. Mine says 381. Oh, sorry, 387.
Did I do my squeak cross wrong? No.
Did you forget the first rule of Squeakross, Mori?
No, I most certainly did not, but my inwards doesn't really say anything. It's like a...
Look
it
at
forms
the
a perfect triangle
look at the
on the
opposite
white,
color.
and then an X. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
And then a triangle.
For me, it says 387. I don't know what.
Mine has a perfect triangle, then an X, and then a triangle that points the other way, like opposite triangle. So kind of like the arrows on the controller. If I look at the white space.
Okay.
Oh, how to solve? Yeah, I don't need to know how to
and I
solve.
have one of
it.
these spinny puzzles. No, it doesn't spin.
Oh, I have these that has to be connected to things. But none of these can connect. This one can't connect to any of these. Can I turn them? Do I have to place them according to your thing? Your center instead of my center, perhaps?
Supposedly I put it in the right place because it's unlocked an achievement even though I didn't understand what I was doing.
Oh, I tried to match up the symbols with the center, but mine won't match.
Did you trigger an achievement?
Oh, there! Then never mind. Never mind. One of them did. I just absolutely missed it. I have not triggered an achievement, no. But this one doesn't. This one doesn't match. Huh. This one matches there, but it doesn't matches towards... It matches the center, but not towards each other.
Okay, I give up on that. I'm gonna go look at the watches.
Okay.
My watches are 10 minutes past 10 on the 2nd.
Makes no sense. Watches.
Minutes past 10 on the 2nd, 2:30 on the 5th, and a watch that's missing hands that has a lot of letters on it.
No.
The
one that the one that misses its hand is probably the one that's in my note. Like it misses hands, you can't change them, or it's just
They're just not there. I have to draw them in, I assume.
Yeah. So that is the long one on 11 and the short one on 1.
IS.
Hmm?
If I draw
I'm
the
sorry?
hands at 11 and 1, the letters that it points to, because this clock face has letters, not numbers, is IS.
Uh-huh. Okay. Inside. Oh, this... I needed letters for this. That's the only thing. What's this then? Oh, it's one of these things. If you go to the Game Boy...
I have a grid on my
I'm a
Game
s-
Boy.
I
And
have a
can-
grid with a red dot, and you are now moving it.
Do you know where we want
Because
to go?
I can... No, but I can only go up and down, and you can only go sideways,
Left and
I'm
right.
assuming.
Yes.
Yeah, so we want to find a way, and when you hit the wrong one, you reset.
Okay, so right. Okay, so 3 right.
So
Now
3
try
right.
up.
No, so down.
Not up or down?
Down is
Okay.
fine.
Keep trying down until we hit a...
Okay, so we
I'll
might
try
have
go
another thing
right.
that tells us how to do this, but
So, do I try going left? No.
no, you have 1 right.
I was just seeing if there's, like, dead ends like that. It's fine. So right. Down. Right, and then... Oh, only 1
No.
right. My bad.
Only 1 right.
1, 2, 3. 1. The trouble is I don't know where we're going for this, right?
I have no idea where we're going.
So at the moment
Very tall, apparently.
it's exhaustive tree search.
Yeah. We might have something that indicates what kind of shape we want to make with this. But apparently we're just doing this for the test until it resets things. Which is very Da Vinci.
Do you
I mean, we had
think
so
that
many
this
of these
shape could be
puzzles.
your pick cross?
No. No, I can't create that image here, I think. Like my instinct says to go down, but I test up first. Gee, my instincts were correct. Who could possibly have foreseen that happening?
There's only one direction, so...
I mean, I can only go up.
Yep.
Okay, up 3. Oh, I must have clicked 1 too
Yeah, don't stress.
quickly.
Is it one more? No.
That 3.
So, obviously it's not going to be right? It's got to be left.
Yeah, you should think so.
Want to keep going left? Okay. It's not more left.
Okay, so it's just a 1. Oh, come on. And then what's up? Again, I would incline to go downwards. It's a 4.
Is it though?
Is it a 4 on yours as well?
Yeah, and it's disabled the game, so whatever the answer is, it's 4.
Okay. Hmm.
Ah.
When you have the gun thing, what you call the gun,
Yeah.
does that have letters for you?
No,
Because
it
I
has...
have something more that looks like a bullet. For me, it doesn't look like a gun.
So I've got my thing that looks like a where you load the bullets into a revolver has lots of little discs, and each disc has different symbols, and it's a match the symbols so that each disc points to, you know, the symbols of one disc points to the same symbol in the other disc. The sort of thing we did a whole lot of in the Da Vinci games.
Yeah.
Except that I can't
have that,
spin
but I have
them.
that separate. I have that separate as well. Oh. Apparently in a spin, a puzzle swap, I just placed them, and for some random reason I got an achievement. I don't know why. They're not in the correct position, I would assume. I can still move them. But that's not what I meant. I meant like right underneath your padlock, between the spinny puzzle and the note with you're on your own. Do you not have something that looks like a container, slightly shaped like a bullet?
Between where?
Between the spinny thing
Yep.
and the note.
No.
Pretty much right underneath the padlock.
Absolutely not.
Okay, because I have a large container there. It's kind of bullety shaped, which needs 4 letters, and underneath it says inside. And it doesn't have all the letters of the alphabet, apparently. It has an A, an O, an L, a W, a M, an H, a T, a D, an E, a B, a G, and P, and then we're back again.
Okay.
So I need a 4-letter word. What did your Picross spell? Was that letters or was that?
387 digits.
Yeah, that doesn't give me anything. That doesn't give me anything unless it's 3rd letter, but no, that would be C, and we don't have a C on this spinny thing. Yeah, I have no idea what word I'm supposed to spell there then. Huh. That's strange. Very strange. And I have no idea how to do the spinny thing, the rotating dials.
For me, they don't rotate.
Well, no, they don't. Not for me either, but...
Okay, I was hoping maybe if you rotated them, they would rotate mine, but... I don't think mine is... Oh,
I see now. Oh, I am blind as a bat. I am blind as a bat. You go here. You go there. Where's my 4? There's my 4. 5 goes here. 1 goes there. There! Okay, mine's solved. If you look at the holes underneath, they match up. Like in the center, they have different...
Yeah. So it's not about the symbols on them.
Not first, no, but then you get to spin them afterwards. Once you have locked them in the right connection, they spin.
Now we can do the real puzzle. Okay.
Yes.
It won't stop.
But... Okay, now I have everything towards the center, but that makes... Oh, I can change the center. Oh, cruds. Oh, no. I don't like that. I was kind of hoping the center would be...
Stop it!
Okay.
Why does it keep going?
It's really sensitive towards your clicking.
If I click it once, sometimes it, like... whatever.
Yeah, it does that. That cannot be it, because that wouldn't give me a circle. Okay, swap to 1. That also wouldn't make sense. If I do key... That would mean skeleton would have to go there. But what I don't understand quite with this one is it doesn't seem to be connected to yours in any seemingly way. I feel like I'm doing this on my own, and that is very much not how this game has been so far.
Underneath where I picked up the spinny things from is a question, how many?
Oh! Okay.
Okay, and then I solve the spinny thing, and it reveals...
You have resolved the spinny thing?
Yes.
I wonder how. I still haven't figured out what to do with mine. Oh,
It's
but that randomly works.
Make the pairs of symbols match.
Yeah. That part I get, but I haven't figured out which one goes where yet. Because the middle one won't match up. But now I seem to have stumbled upon it by clicking random things, so I'll take that randomness. No, go back there. Don't you go jumping extra on me. There, okay.
So, solve puzzle now reveals for me an extra question mark.
Okay, solved puzzle reveals nothing for me. What do you have? You have...
My puzzle has turned everything is now blue instead of symbols. And in the middle one, the top chamber of the middle chamber now has a question mark.
Oh, that's a knot. That's a knot. So... in my chest I have 3 knots.
3.
Yes. How many do you have?
2.
So 5. So the answer to that one is 5. Oh, and that's probably my O, so that is the second number probably. What do you think this is the... You called it a gun. I don't not see the gun part of this. But if you say it's a gun, then probably it's the first number.
As in the
So I'm gonna put in a
center, like
5.
normally if you'd have that center thing being the thing that spins, then all the things about the outside would be bullet chambers, right?
Mm-hmm. Hi there, Wick. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday.
G'day, Wick.
See, I would say that... it doesn't really... I can see where you get the spinny chamber, but for me it more looks like one of those movie rolls. You know, the old cinema rolls where you kind of throw it around? Yeah, for me it reminded me more of that than a gun. I'm just trying to figure out which one it is in the order, because I think you're on your own reveals that. So I think whatever number we're gonna get from the clocks is number 4. And I'm trying to figure out if what you called a gun, which was on your second O, like the O in your, or if it is in my O in on, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squiggles. Oh no, because that, of course, that is the squeak cross.
Yeah, good
That
day,
is the squeak
Wick.
cross. Add your numbers up for squeak cross.
Okay. 18.
18. That doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, because X. Mine center one had an X on it. So maybe it's just the center one that you need. Your center number. What was your center number in Squeakcross?
8.
8. Okay, so 5, 8. And then we don't have the watch. And then the last N we then think is the snake game, probably. So that would be a 4. So we still need the clock, and we still need to figure out what on earth this whole thing with mine, that container that needs numbers are, but oh well. Can I do anything with these watches? No. So the only thing we have on the watch is that...
Oh! Oh, I get you! Okay. So for your note, I said it was the first O for the squiggle, the rotatey puzzle.
Yeah.
Yep, and the last N were my two things, and the N is red, which suggests that it's the 4.
Yeah.
So where were your two? Your two were the...
My had the O in the 1 was like the Squeakcross scribbles. Like it's shaping an O. So basically a Picross O. Yeah, on.
Okay, so this is Picross.
And then the clock was in your on the bottom line.
Okay, watch.
So watches is the one that we don't have. So I have 3 watches.
I have 3. They are 10 past 10 on the 2nd. 2:30 on the 5th. And IS.
Okay, so let's see. So I have... Wait, you said yours had letters in it.
The final watch has letters instead of numbers.
Oh,
and you said to make
okay.
them point at 11... At 5 minutes to 1 o'clock.
Yes, I did, but that was because that was what the drawing in my note said. But what if I need to get letters based on what the other watches say? So if I go with 9 and 4, which 2 letters would that be?
O and G.
Okay, OG.
Go, perhaps?
And you had the...
Go, G-O. The other way around might make more sense. It would write it with...
Yeah, go. And then you had the one that's neighbored 2. So what letters would that be?
DL, gold?
Gold? Okay, that's a start. Then I have 7 and 11.
N I
In. Gold in. And then I have 8 and 11.
S I
Gold inside. Oh, if your last 2 is a D and an E, it's gold inside. And mine,
it
I needed
is.
4-letter word, and then I had inside written underneath, so it's probably then gold.
Yep. Gold inside, sure.
Oh, I went past the O. I gotta scroll all the way through. Come on. Gold. Gold. There we go. Gold inside. Hold to open. Okay, I now have a note. Find the missing, like the clock thing. The missing dial. Well, not missing dial. Clock face? Question mark? Find the missing clock thing. Huh.
It's the center of the spinny things, the up one.
Well, it only only has one, and if anything, I would say it points toward 3.
Sorry?
Like the note has a clock, well, a circle, and then it says find, and then it has a drawn in like little clock sign. Well, not sign. Little oh, my English vocabulary is absolutely failing me. The things that points on the clock.
Hands.
Hands, thank you. For some reason, hands were absolutely not stopping in my head. The small, I think it's a smaller one, hand is pointing towards a question mark, and that hand would be pointing to what would normally be the 3 o'clock position.
P.
P. Well, that wouldn't really give us anything, would it?
What is... What do you think gold inside has told you?
It allowed me to open the cylinder. Find that. Is it something else in my box that would allow that? Huh. Find the clock thing. Because your 5 has...
Cylinder
nothing.
thing's answer is 1? Because there's only one question mark that's gotten shown when I've solved cylinder thing?
You solved cylinder thing?
Maybe. Maybe cylinder thing's answer is 1 because one question mark gets shown.
One question mark gets shown? I thought we were doing the watches. My bullets container was very much connected to the watch puzzle. Which, when you say cylinder, are you talking about the rotating thing?
Yeah, the spinny match the symbols puzzle.
Yeah, but we found that was the knots. Because where you had the question mark is where I had the knot symbol, so we
Okay.
counted the different knots.
How many knots? I should have written it down. And the answer is
Mm-hmm.
3 for you and
5.
2 for me.
Yeah.
So now we have the first and the last letter. We aren't sure which Picross letter it is.
We do.
You think it's the middle one?
It's the-
Why?
It's the middle one. Because mine had an X there.
Okay.
I had nothing for the first one, nothing for the third
So
one.
we know
I
3
only
of
had
the
an
4
X.
numbers.
Yes, we only matching the watch one. And I don't know how to... I feel like it's something... Find the missing... I feel like I should be finding a missing clock somewhere. Oh, if I just do the small one, it would be... No, that would be pointing to a 1. And that would just give you a letter again. That makes no sense. Why would I have something that only allows you to see a letter? I'm not getting this one. Is it one of those cases where the letter might look like a number as well? But you said it was a P if I said spot number 3?
Yes. P for Peter.
Yeah, that doesn't really give me anything as far as numbers. I couldn't take that and make it into a number.
The answer is 2.
The answer is 2?
Yes. The answer for clock is 2.
Well, we'll never know why it was 2, apparently.
No, you get to know. You get to find it out, but...
Detective, I've found something.
What have you got?
Come closer.
I
I will
don't know
show
why
you.
that was too. I'm gonna have to watch someone else solve this and figure out why.
Why are you so determined to catch him, Detective?
Years ago, he took someone I loved. But that's not important right now.
He took the answer to the puzzle, and I'll never get to know it. This is why I must have my revenge, says Murray.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay,
So,
new box.
I have one of those like kids games which looks like it's farm animals,
Yeah.
and then
Yep.
there's some flowers and
I
that
have
sort of
that.
thing. Then I have above that
torch.
a bunch of plane tickets.
I have a
I have
world
no
map.
torch.
Instead of plane tickets, I
Okay.
have a world map, so those would presumably match.
Okay.
To the left of that,
Yeah,
I
and
have
then
a remote control, like a TV remote.
The left of that, I have nothing on the left. I have on the right.
Above it, I have like a bomb circuit board sort of thing.
Yeah. I can agree with that. Then I have a half of a periodic table in
Yep.
my right top corner.
I agree. And below
Then
that,
I
I
have
have
some
folded up
papers.
paper. Underneath
Yeah,
that, I
and
have
then I have-
paint.
Yeah, paint with numbers on them.
Yep. And then bottom right is bottles.
Oh, I have a weird like antenna, like those old TV antennas.
Yep.
If you remember, that you kind of had to pull
Bunny
out
rabbit
and-
ears. Yep.
Yeah. And
And
I
then
have
left
a
of that, I have a
tablet.
torch.
Oh, I have a tablet there.
It isn't a torch. It's
Oh,
some.
that's the TV. It's the TV. I have a TV that connects to the rabbit ears. No, makes more sense.
Okay, I'll turn the TV on.
I have very weird squiggly.
It wants me to input asteroid spaceship. Oh, can you
I have a picture now.
can you drag the bunny ear that has a circle,
Uh-huh.
and can you make it go towards triangle, trophy, tomato?
What?
My little hint with the remote control has the two bunny ears, and it says bunny ears give you triangle, or bunny ears lead to, bunny ears arrow to the right goes to the spaceship if you're playing asteroids, then pixelated trophy and pixelated tomato.
Okay. My bunny ears are
Yep.
connected to a TV screen.
Sure.
I just fiddled with that until the picture became kind of stable, no longer static or anything.
Yep.
And all it does is give me a still image with a shelf, with a trophy on it.
Okay.
Then there's a flower pot, some folded laundry, a trophy next to it again, then some shelf with some apples and some branches, and underneath some paper airplanes that has been kind of put on a string.
The paper airplanes is probably what I was describing as the asteroid spaceships from asteroids.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's either going to be like how many of these things there are. You said there are 2 trophies?
I have 2 trophies, yes.
How many apples or tomatoes?
I have 2.
2. And how many paper planes?
3.
Okay, and the other option is, are they on different shelves height-wise?
Yes, the trophies are on up high, as long with the apples, and then the paper planes are hanging beneath that shelf.
So low, high, high for paper plane, trophy, tomato.
Ooh, yes, but
Okay.
that's a stretch, but yes. Can I make it even more stable? No, that resets it. So it's definitely that.
Is this doing anything?
Oh yeah, I'm seeing numbers. Oh. Now the numbers went away. I see 1 and a lot now. Now it's blurry. Why are you messing with my TV images?
Because I wondered if the other buttons did anything.
Yes,
Like-
they definitely do. They create numbers.
Okay, so it doesn't actually change the rest of the tuned image.
Some of it does. I don't know if it's because you're clicking something, but it's like I can see numbers appearing in the right bottom corner. And then suddenly it gets blurry. I don't know if that's because you click enter or you try to click one too many numbers or what it is.
But
But
like,
it always resets.
do you have to
Oh, there.
retune the bunny ears is my question. After I change the channel by pressing numbers on the TV remote, do you have to
Okay.
change the bunny ear tuning?
No. Seemingly no.
Okay, so the picture just stays the same no matter what, and it just displays some numbers.
It displays numbers and then occasionally it will get blurry, but then it will settle again.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's because the numbers are wrong. Like if it blurs for me every time you type a wrong number, or if it's because it's just resetting the
Okay,
puzzle.
then I'll
I'm not
try-
sure why.
Has that now...
Now I can see 3, 2, 2, and I can see you. I can see a recording of you.
Yeah.
Well,
so-
maybe not you. I can now see someone going in, locking the chest, and then locking themselves inside a cage.
Ah! The bad guy was the guy in the cage. Correctly predicted.
Because I now see a recording, it's basically a recording of 6 seconds, where goes to the chest, then touches over with, points down at the speakers, and then goes inside what looks like at least a cage with some bars on it.
That's meant to give you something, I would assume, because...
Yeah, I
it
have
doesn't
no idea what
give-
though. Maybe we move on and we'll return to it. I have
So-
no idea what I'm doing with the periodic table.
Sure, let's go look at the periodic table.
Oh.
Hurt Helle, Bebkenov, Nina Magal, Sips, Clarka. Like the ones that I know by heart look to be in the correct place.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Cubano Cat, for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday.
Yeah, g'day, Commander Cat.
I have no idea if any of these actually make sense. All I have is a magnifying glass to look at it. I don't know why I would need a magnifying to look at it. The letters are perfectly clear. I really don't see what I'm supposed to do with this. But you have the right side of this, right?
Yes.
Like the periodic table, you have
Yes.
the right side.
So I can mix the paints to make colors.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know which number I need.
I don't think it's working yet.
Oh, I found the other part of the periodic table. It's the bomb thing in the top left. It has some of the elements on it.
Ah. Lithium plus iridium and iron plus magnesium are my two.
I don't know if that's what I have. It's Se plus Hg plus Au.
Sorry, just a
And
sec.
then
Can you
Hg
say that
plus
again? I'm in right.
SE.
Yep. Se plus
plus Hg
plus mercury.
plus
Yep.
Au.
Plus gold.
Okay. And then on my other side, on the right side, I have Hg plus Ag.
Hg plus Ag. So I have gold.
And then I can get different colors.
SE.
apparently. Oh,
You need
I'm
to now-
supposed to mix this into colors.
Potentially. On your half of the periodic table, you're going to need to look for Hg and Se, because I'm pretty sure... Oh, no, I have Se. You're going to need to look for Hg. No, I have Hg as well. 80 and 34. And 80 and...
You said 80 and 34?
47. Okay. So, Se is 34.
Mm-hmm.
HG is 80. Bless you. And AU is 79.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that is red. So that means that... can you just write equals red?
Red, yep.
If you took a note of that? Okay. And then...
HG plus
and then you said
AG
the other one.
is 80 plus 47.
Mm-hmm. And that is green.
Okay. Now if we go
Okay,
do
and
the
then
other way
yours?
around,
Yeah.
if mine is lithium and iridium, LIIR,
Li. That's the 3, and you said the other one was
IR,
IR, which is 77.
yep, and then iron, FE. It should be a big number down near the bottom.
26.
Really?
It's high up. Yeah. Fe is 26.
It's iron. What? And magnesium.
Which is Mg and 12.
Okay, so we've got 7, 7, and 3, which if we go mixing colors, we get royal blue,
Okay.
and the other one was 26 and 12, which is cyan. No,
Okay.
magenta, sorry. Violent purple. Magenta.
Okay, and I said mine were red and then green, right?
You said yours were red and green. For the one that had
Yes.
3 things was
Okay.
red, the one that had 2 was green.
Yeah, so then it's blue, red, magenta, green. Okay, it's now open.
What's
now I
open?
have to input... Oh, like, if you look there, you can see that they lead towards the 4 buttons in the center, and you can rotate those 4 buttons to show the colors. So your first one leads to the first button.
Yep,
My
yep, yep.
first one leads to the second button.
So blue...
Red, magenta, green. And that turns the power on the second part of it, where we need... I need at least a chicken noise, a TV thing, a flashlight thing, and an airplane thing. To create a 4-digit code.
Okay, it's created a 4-digit code of rooster, TV, flashlight, airplane.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's go do the rooster.
Okay, we can do the rooster. It won't stop. Okay, it stopped. Okay. How do I... Oh, this is horrible. Oh, I hate this. Okay, so I clicked rooster and that became blue, which I think is a good thing. Do you... What do you have on your thing there?
Horse, sheep. There are 2 missing. Positions 1 and
Okay.
3 are missing. And positions 2 and 4 are horse and sheep.
Okay, because I have cat, then something missing, then rooster, and then missing. So I clicked rooster and my button is now glowing blue. Is it glowing blue on yours as well?
The first button of the thing is glowing blue, yes.
Yes, okay, so then it's rooster first, clearly.
Rooster, sheep,
Um,
horse, cat, rooster. I'll play it again. You write them down as I say them, okay?
Give me something. Why don't I have a notebook here anymore?
Just
I
use
used
the
to have a
first letter
notebook.
of the animal. Just use the first letter of the animal if you need to. Use the on-screen draw.
Okay. So
Rooster, sheep, horse,
sheep,
cat, rooster, sheep.
rooster, sheep. Okay.
Okay.
How do you know that?
You press the star in the bottom middle, and then it plays a million noises.
Okay. Yeah.
And now I think between the two of us, we have to press the buttons. So in the order that
so I
I
did
just told you.
rooster.
Yeah. So what's next?
So you did sheep,
Okay.
then horse, then cat, then rooster, then sheep.
The incentive to solve that quickly was high.
Yes. That was
Okay.
horrible.
The farm has gone
in
to night
place.
mode for me, and now there's a light on the farm and the background has stars.
Yes, but do you get a note from it?
Yes. Something
I have
of
a note
sheep,
that
something seeking count, something that something keep.
Okay, because I have in place and then nothing. Which your first word was?
In place, you said. So
Yeah.
you should go first. Say your first collection of
place.
words. In place. And then I have of sheep.
Mm-hmm. When?
Seeking.
Sleep.
Count.
The stars.
That.
Vigil.
Keep. And I have 3 stars.
I have 4 stars. So 7. 7 for rooster. I would assume.
Yeah, rooster 7 makes sense. I like that.
Do you want to try doing the plain one?
What was TV?
We haven't figured out TV. We that was the
TV
one
was
where you had the trophy and things.
322.
Which would be a total of 322, so 7
7 again.
as well. It seems unlikely. We might have done something wrong there, but
Now flashlight thing. Okay. If we look at
I don't have anything with flashlight.
I have a flashlight.
Oh no, I have Morse code.
Square does 1 dot.
Oh no.
Triangle also does 1 dot. Is this changing anything on your side?
No. But I have a feeling that when I opened up the newspaper thing, Croco Daily News, your daily dose of the city, it shows me come learn Morse code.
Okay, there are 4 symbols. Circle, square, triangle, crown.
Yeah. I have that.
Okay. What
I
do
don't
they
know what
mean?
I need to do with them.
Does Croco not teach you what they mean?
I just have them as like little bookmarks. Oh,
Thank
wait.
you, BGO.
There we go. Okay, so okay, so I get a line of things. Okay, I now have a note. So I need then triangle. Then I need circle. No, not circle. I need triangle, square. Square, triangle. Crown, circle. Circle, square.
Wait. I'm up to the first crown. What was after first
Circle,
crown?
circle, square.
8. Okay. I will press those and see what... Oh, I can't look at draw mode and press it at the same time. So you're going to have to tell me those again.
I can read it. Yeah, that's fine. So triangle,
Yep.
square,
Yep.
square,
Yep.
triangle,
Yep.
crown,
Yep.
Circle.
Yep.
Circle.
Yep.
Square.
Done. Oh, and it makes my thing flash big, but like the torch has gotten far brighter, but nothing else obviously has changed.
Is it now trying to give a Morse code, perhaps? Because I assume I'm not gonna get just this come learn Morse code for no reason.
Okay. Wait for it to cycle through again.
Oh dear, no. Why would I have to get the Morse code?
Short, long.
Short, long.
I'm gonna have to wait again.
So an A.
Short, long. Short. Short,
Mhm.
short, short.
So 3
Long.
shorts.
Long.
Long. Long.
That's end. Short, short, long. Short, 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 long. Long. Long.
Okay, so you have short, long, then just short, then short, short, long, then long, long.
Yes, I agree with that.
Okay, so that is an A, then an E. 2 short and 1 long is a U. And then 2 long is an M. So A-E-U-M.
Okay.
Do with that what you will. Does your newspaper say anything?
The Krakow Daily News, your daily dose of the city. Was your flight cancelled due to coronavirus? Get a refund. Flights cancelled between these dates. Call us on this phone number and get your money back. Police urge citizens to not open ticking packages.
Yeah, that one we have the same, but yours is then a clue towards the plane thing. What was it?
Flights cancelled between 14th of March and 20th
14th of March
and 20th,
and 20th
of April.
of April.
Call 555 COVID to get your money back.
Okay, so all those flights have been cancelled from the 14th of March to the 20th of April. That resolves with probably something with my puzzle. What am I left with then? Krakow to Stockholm can still go. That's still happening. 15th of 2nd from Glasgow to Bordeaux still
Wait.
happening.
Krakow to Stockholm is yes.
Yes.
Okay, next.
Glasgow to Bordeaux is go. That can go.
Yes.
Hanover to Rome has been cancelled.
Okay, so we won't draw a line there.
Let's see. Krakow to Hanover is also cancelled.
Yep.
Stockholm to Athens is a go. That's allowed to go. Rome to Lisbon is cancelled. And Bordeaux to Krakow is also allowed to go.
The number 4. It draws a number 4.
Okay, so then we put in 4 there.
For airplane. So 7 something 4.
Yes.
And presumably it's the answer to our flashlight thing, which was AEUM.
Yes.
Which does not seem like a letter, like a number.
No. No. I can't seem to have anything that kind of indicates why I would need that. Is there anything else? There's nothing on the periodic table that would go with that. I mean, there's AM, but that wouldn't make any sense. And there is EU. So if we shuffle them around, we would get 2 numbers, but that wouldn't give us anything. But if so, it would be EU would be 63 and AM would be 95. Like, that's the only way I can get those letters to become numbers for you.
I'm trying to see if I made a mistake with the interpreting the flashes.
Hmm.
So it's definitely quick, long, quick, long, long. Can I check that? So, quick, long, one quick, long, long. Can we go back to the convert my dot dashes into letters bit
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
And double check the conversion. I think it is
Yeah.
short long, which you said
Short
was A.
long. Yeah.
I then think it's single short.
Yeah. Which
short,
is E.
short, long.
Short, long. That was U.
Yeah, and then double long.
Yeah, that is M.
AEUM. Aum, Mua, Mayu, Ume.
Oh, wait. Could it be? Could it be that what you're reading there is wrong and it's short, long, short? Because that would be an R, and you said you had bottles. Then you have rum.
I do have bottles. I
Empty.
have
Because
whiskey,
Every
AUM
single one.
cognac,
rum.
tequila, wine, and rum.
So take the rum.
Okay.
Does that have any
It has
numbers
a number
to it?
3.
Okay, so that's number 3 then. Huh.
No, not 7734.
No. Okay, but if we go back to the TV, because I think there's something more with the TV.
Okay.
If you go out of your box and you look at the rock next to your speaker that he's kind of pointing at in the video, does that tell you anything? Is there a rock next to your speakers?
There is, and there's a note, and it says every second counts, but not behind bars, and then it points to a padlock, like a picture of a padlock.
Oh, okay. So, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second. 5 is when he goes behind bars, I think. I think. So that's 3.
So you said the whole thing was 6 seconds long.
7 seconds long. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But 5 is missing. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5 isn't missing. It's just me blinking.
The whole thing is 7 seconds, and how many seconds is they behind bars?
They go behind the bars from 5. 5, 6, 7. So 3 seconds. 3 seconds behind bars.
Yeah, but it says but not behind bars, so 7 minus 3. 4.
4? Oh, I did the wrong one.
No.
No. Is it bad wording? No, it wasn't. Leader.
Ah. I still don't know why they've given us the
I mean, if I go with
magnifying
5, which
glass
is
and
when he
everything.
goes in there, let me just test with 5. Yeah, it was 5.
Although maybe the answer
It's
is...
when he opens the door on 5, so it is 5. I'm on the black screen waiting for you now.
Oh, so the answer to TV is 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we get more Morrigan.
Awkward Scottish
Do you
accent.
hear that ticking sound?
Yes, I hear it. But we'll disarm the bomb in time, I promise.
Oh, no, it's not real. It's not real.
Hey, take a deep breath. We'll get through this together.
Yeah, see you, VGF. Have a lovely time with Odyssey. Okay, new box. I have musical score, a jigsaw puzzle, a slider puzzle,
Yeah.
a compass with semaphore people, police badges, and another chest.
Okay, I have almost the same. I have a musical score thing.
Yep.
I have a slider puzzle in the middle. I have a little jigsaw puzzle. I have a note that says weekly win predictions. And then I have the tiny little box.
Where's the win predictions thing?
It's in the corner on the left.
Ah, that's where my chest is.
Oh, my chest is in the top left corner. Ooh. Jigsaw puzzles. I do love a jigsaw puzzle.
No, that needs
not
something
there.
else.
That needs to
you
go
want to do
over
the jigsaw
there.
first? Okay.
I just started with it because it was something I know I can just fiddle with while we think. There we go with that. Don't like how they put everything in there though. And then that would go there, and that's in the corner. So, boop. All of those go there. This is in this corner. This is in this corner. This goes definitely up here. You're further down. Out of the way. You are down here with the screen. No, that's not correct. This is correct. Oh, I'm getting numbers from the puzzle. I'm assuming you are as well.
I'm not through enough to determine. I've got symbols. Triangle, diamond, something, something.
Oh, and I have one piece too many. Huh. Nifty. I have 5 numbers for my jigsaw.
I also have a spare piece, which is a radio, like a walkie-talkie.
I have a flashlight that is that. So you said you had a walkie-talkie?
Yeah. Is my
Okay, so that is
leftover
number
jigsaw
8.
puzzle.
That is number 8 on mine.
Okay, and yours is a what?
Flashlight.
Flashlight is square.
Okay, so let's make a note of 8 and square. Because those will definitely be relevant then. I don't know how, but they will. Do you want to do slider puzzle or do you want to try
Yes.
musical score, which is probably going to be a lot easier for you?
I was fiddling with slider puzzle already.
Okay.
Which I have solved.
Oh! I have not even gotten close to solving this. Oops. I honestly can't quite figure out how to... Oh, well, I guess I can put that one up, then that one down. That one can go there, that one can go there, that one goes there. You can now go through.
I think my half of the musical score just teaches you how to read music notes, so...
Okay, I have solved the slider puzzle.
Okay, slider puzzle for me now shows 4...
And square was 8, so I'm gonna put that in there.
Triangle.
Oh, did you change the triangle to 1?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering because suddenly something happened on my screen that I didn't control, so I wanted to check.
Okay, so we can both input these.
Yes. Okay, so musical scores.
So what was it? Walkie-talkie
So-
was 8. Why is walkie-talkie
Walkie-talkie with 8.
square?
Because I got 8 and you got square.
Ah, okay. Yep. Okay, across to musical notes.
Yeah.
It would be so much easier if we had these the other way around, because then I could just read the
Yep.
notes.
Yep. This is just to torture you. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notes in total. I don't know if that has any importance. So the first note.
Okay,
Is-
no, I've got an easy way. We will
Okay.
get you to tell me your notes. Okay,
Mhm.
in order, tell me which... So describe where the notes are for you in order.
Okay.
Starting, are they on the bottom line, between the first 2 lines, etc., etc.?
Okay, so the first note is right damn slab in the middle. In the middle on center line.
Middle of center line, sure. Next.
Mhm. Then the next one is between, from the bottom up, I guess it would be 2 lines up. So right underneath the center, between the center line and the next line.
Yep.
Towards the bottom.
Yep. So down 1 space, yep.
Yes. Then you have the third note, which is in the center of the second line from the top.
Yep.
Then there's a big leap until the next one, indicating some sort
Actually,
of pause.
So it's first it's the middle line, then the space below that,
Yeah.
then the space above the middle line, or the on the line above.
On the line above.
Okay, so it's not in the space. My bad. On
No.
the line. Yep.
On the
next.
second line.
Yeah, on line 2.
Then there's
Yep.
like a break.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's important.
I don't
Then
think
we
so.
go.
We'll see.
Then we go in the space between the first and second bottom line.
Yep. So bottom space.
Mm-hmm. And then we go up 1 space.
Yep.
Not line, but space.
Yep.
Then we go up another space
Yep.
and another space.
Okay, so it's linearly up spaces for the last 4.
Yes. Diagonal line.
Yep. Okay. FA, so that's B. A. FA. G. Bag. F. Bag face. Bag face.
Bag face?
Bag face. That's what your thing translates as bag face.
How am I? What am I supposed to do with the bag face?
Not my problem.
You sure it's a bag?
Yeah.
Oh dear. What else did you have that I don't have? Because I feel like you have more things than me.
I have the collection of police badges.
Okay. What
And
do
I
they
have
say?
The semaphore and compass.
What does the police badge say?
The police badges say Hot Fuzz, Bad Face, Good Cop, 10-4, Please Officer, and Donut, and they have different... Actually, they all have the same symbol. They all have diamond, but they have different numbers on them.
I think we might have made a translation mistake, and it's bad face, not bag face.
It should be a G. No, it's a D. Okay, my bad. It's bad face.
Okay, so then diamond
Face
is
so
what
much
number?
Funnier.
Yeah.
8.
Diamond is 8. Okay. Okay. I don't like one of them is green, one of them is red, and one of them is now just plain white. It gives me a bad feeling, but oh well.
Semaphore?
I don't know. Is that the wind prediction, you think?
Wind prediction?
I think that's the compass.
Compass, yes. Semaphore and compass match.
Yeah, I have a weekly wind prediction.
Okay.
Oh dear. Oh no. Okay, so on one side of the note is weekly wind predictions, and
Yep.
then it has AM and PM, and
Yep.
then all the days of the week,
Yep.
with different sort of like west, southwest,
Yeah,
so
north,
on.
northwest, etc. Yep.
Yeah. On the other side of it, it has two lines with one is USS, the other is HMS, and then you have Hall, Huck, and Hoff, and you have 6 ships with different symbols and numbers on them.
Hall, Huck, and Hoff.
Now, I will say that there's only one of these numbers that has the circle in blue. So I feel like we might be going with number 7, but I am not sure.
Because you know we want a blue thing for the input on the number
Yes.
input thing.
Yes, but it could very much not be that. It could be that we're supposed to get something different. So let's just try doing it anyway. So I can read out the pairs of things for
Wind
you if you
directions.
want.
Yeah.
Do you have any preference on days, or do you just want to give you
I think
want
you
me to
give
start
me
with
all
each
of
one?
them.
Okay. So Monday we have west to southwest.
WSW, is this AM?
AM is W,
Yep.
PM is SW.
No, okay, so don't say it that way then. So W, comma, SW.
Okay. Yeah.
Next day, Tuesday.
Tuesday is NW, comma NE, so northeast.
Yep.
Wednesday is northwest, comma south.
Yep.
Thursday is southwest, comma north.
Yep.
Friday is west, comma southwest.
Yep.
Then Saturday is southwest, comma east. Sunday is west, comma southeast.
Sure. I have all these. How does it relate to the HMS Hall, Huck, or Hoff? Because
I have no idea.
Because the flags are pointing different directions is the answer. So like west southwest in semaphore would be left down left, which is H. Northwest northeast Tuesday is both diagonal ups, which is nothing. Oh, U, HU.
Okay. Okay. So it's either alcohol.
And then Wednesday, northwest south is up left down. Which is C.
Okay, so it's Huck. So you don't need to do the fourth one even.
You think it's a K? Yeah, I agree, it is K. But then there's more days. I want to know what the rest of the letters say.
Yeah, those are probably either HMS or the USS.
No, because they're different letters each time, right? Oh, HMS. It might be HMS. It can't be USS.
Okay. Okay, so it has to be HMS then.
West southwest is left down left. Which is I. Nope. Huck I. Oh no, it's not I because it's not upwards. Huck H. Yeah, and then is that an M? Down left right. Yeah, HMS.
Okay, so that is number 9 triangle.
West SE. Yeah.
But we already had triangle. Where did we get the triangle from?
The stars? No, we haven't. That was just me pressing the buttons to see what it does.
Oh, okay. I thought we had locked it in. Okay. Then it makes sense. So that's 9.
You want this to be 9?
Yeah. 9 triangle. Okay, in that case it made more sense because I was like, if we drew that last and the only one we'll need is the circle, then this really is the puzzle, so... Okay, now it makes more sense. So we have 9, 8, and 8. I have a box that is now spinning. Are you doing anything?
Yes, I'm pressing the button.
Okay.
For me, this does the top 2. Do yours do the sides?
Mine also do the top 2, but I can now not open it because only one of them is open. I now have the top left open because you have spun it.
You should have 2 spinny things. Spin your spinny thing.
Okay.
Yeah, for me that does diagonal, top right, bottom left.
Same.
And your other one does the other diagonal. So
Yes.
I currently need both of the right-hand side ones to go, which means...
I also need the right side to go. I have the left side. The left side is perfect on my side.
I do this once, and you do both of yours once, I think.
Now nothing works for me. One of them did.
Okay, now...
Now we're in the same position as we was, I think?
I think the top right has rotated one?
No. I don't think so. Maybe it did? I don't know. Now you locked my box. Thank you very much.
Okay. Let me just... This is going to be so much easier if I use the drawing on system. So for me, buttons 1 and 2...
Now the right side is making sense for me and not the left. Is it the same for you?
Yes.
Is the right side now open?
I agree with that.
So we do have the same thing. That is, I just wanted to clarify that we needed the same solution. because that makes this a lot easier than suddenly me going, wait, now you're doing something that's definitely not beneficial for me, and you go, but this is what I need, and we don't figure that out until later. So at least we know that we're trying to achieve the same.
Can you press your left button? It should
am.
Hey? Yeah, so yours does 2, 3, and 1, 4. Okay. We can do matrix math, Maury, to solve this problem.
No. Must fiddle to solve. Must escape matrix math. Except I can't because you have the other 2, so I am locked. Well, now I have the 2 bottom ones. Oh, why? Why the matrix math? Anything but the matrix math. I can't even just fiddle with this until it suddenly works while you do math, because you have the other half of the puzzle. This hurts. Usually when we do these things, I can just, fiddle with things while you do math things, and then suddenly it's just, no, it
I got
works
the
now.
answer anyway, yeah.
Okay.
I think the answer method is if we both push button 1 twice. So stop, look at what we've got.
Okay. Yeah.
We currently have that way, that way, that way, that way. Now, each press the button twice. First button, so your left button, press it twice. I'm going to go 1, 2. It got to the answer.
Yeah. Looks like your math was a bit off. Look dead into the eye is what I get.
I
and
have
then I have a controller.
I have a controller. Count on the light.
Count on the light? Oh, you're moving them?
I'm only moving mine.
Oh, I'm moving the smaller one. Whoop. But I don't think I'm supposed to go there because that seems too simple.
I think I need to use you as a wall, or vice versa. Right? If you go down and left now, and then down again, I think I act as a wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the question is, where can you be to be a wall for... Because, like, to get in the one in the middle...
Oh, just stay there. Stay there. And then I go up here.
Down, and now I go up, left, right.
Now you can go.
Down, here.
And then
And you
I
can
can
now go
just
into where you
slide my
wanted.
way down. Okay, and then I have one light now.
I have
Oh, now I have 2 lights.
diagonals. My diagonal
Yeah.
bottom left to top right is lit up 1 and 2.
Yeah. Same.
How does this help us? Oh, circle is 3. There's 3 total lights. Blue circle is 3.
Oh, I have just 2 lights though.
Oh, blue circle is 5. Okay. No?
Do we have to hold it at the same time?
Boom! What is that mysterious ticking noise? Oh god, we're on a time limit.
Press and hold at the same time.
Double dash. Double horizontal dash,
X.
double vertical dash. Okay, now I'm doing that one. No, this thing.
This one was just
We
an
need
X.
to- L shape, sure. Okay. Do you cycle through the same things? Press the middle button
Yes.
on the bottom.
I cycle to the exact same thing, I think.
I adjust the X. You look like you adjust the outside.
Yes.
So presumably if we want to make it the same as the symbol above it, which was the vertical or horizontal lines. I don't know how to get rid... I can't get rid of every... Oh, there we go. Now...
Mine will always be there. I can't just be nothing. It's the same thing with the other one here. We can't just make that an empty line.
Yeah, I can't ever have nothing either.
So how do I know which one is on my end? What was this one?
This was an L, but the wrong way round. So you're currently correct. I am wrong because I can't make the center blank.
Okay.
And then for the leftmost one, you've got it the wrong way round. Currently, it's a vertical lines. You need horizontal lines.
Wait, what? I am confused.
The leftmost one was... There we go.
Okay.
I did them
so
the wrong way around.
that's a
okay.
downward arrow. Wait, did you see something else?
Alright. I see that as... I see this first thing as a pair of horizontal lines. A pair of vertical lines,
I see
sorry.
a downward arrow.
Okay.
Downward arrow.
Then I can do that.
Yeah, you scroll past
There.
it there. M.
Next one.
I
see...
have an X.
Okay, X is done. Next one.
Yeah. Okay. It's horizontal diagonal line from left to right, I guess.
Top. Which
left
corner does
the
it...
bottom.
Bottom left to top
left
right.
Bottom, right, top right.
There. Disarm.
Okay.
Press and hold.
1, 2, 3.
We live! Stay calm. No one
Hopefully.
explodes.
Uh-huh.
Complete.
That was too close.
I'm getting too old for this.
We are the senior detectives, after all.
Uh-huh.
You did well, detectives.
Huh?
There is something you should see.
It's just a toy.
What? The bomb wasn't real in the first place.
Wait, how did the cell open?
PG detectives.
We will meet again in the next case. Thank you so much for playing Unboxing the Cryptic Killer. As a small indie development team, we're overjoyed that you tried our game and made it to the end. We sincerely hope that you enjoyed the experience and had a great time solving the puzzles. Good game, detectives.
No. Good game. Senior detectives.
Uh-huh.
A game by 11 puzzles. There were a couple more than 11.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I like that.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
They were mostly reasonable.
I feel like all of them were reasonable. I just think there was one that we didn't manage to figure out. There was only one we brute forced because we didn't know the solution, and which I don't know the solution to still. Well, everything else we figured out.
I really didn't understand the photo one for the longest time.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it wanted us to do.
Mm-hmm. No, the photo one was... It was just when I was thinking back and you said it's close enough. And then it's like, wait, you have too few slots and we have too many pictures and you're just now saying it's close enough. Maybe some of them don't match. Because since mine said, does it match or not? So you really have to pay attention when one of the detectives gets either a voice line or a brief clue, because that will be very important to how you solve the puzzle. So ignore those at your own risk, really.
Okay.
Same thing. I think you had something else as well, where we really needed that information.
Also,
oh, yeah,
sometimes
you had the thing with the time.
there's like there's assumptions baked into things. Like when it was Poland, like I was assuming it's connect all the dots, so I connected the last dots, which then led me astray to being 3 triangles instead of number 1 4.
Yeah,
there's a couple of times where there's like built-in assumptions.
I don't understand why you would do that, because to my knowledge would be automatically stop, not go back. But I guess that is, as you say, it's assumption of how you solve those things.
Well, I'm just thinking of like little kids connect the dot drawing books.
Yeah, but you never went back to the same thing. You always stopped.
Usually
You never connected them.
they start where they end, because otherwise they're not a closed shape.
They were hardly ever a closed shape in the ones that I did, so maybe that's a difference.
Maybe Australian
For me, it was always.
dot to dot puzzles are different, yeah.
Who knows? I remember those that being like there was always a little opening, because you would make an apple and you would always stop on the dot next to it, and it would annoy you, so you might make that dot, but it wasn't supposed to be there. You were supposed to have that opening at the end.
The last one almost got us because we thought we were seeing the same information because we were fiddling with the same like widget. So like when we were playing any of the other games where we both had input, like the Sokoban or the snake puzzle, like whenever we both had inputs, it would show us the same thing, or the little go piece around at the end. And in the very last one, they don't show you the same thing at the same time, which was the thing to get tripped up by.
Yeah, because I can see like, okay, you have the X now. I need to remove all the lines, but like I can't move all the lines. And you have it correct now, but I have it wrong. It's like I can't remove my center. It's like, wait, but your center is right. So that you notice it as you talk, but you're gonna have to stop and notice what the other person is saying, basically.
Which,
like,
when you're on a timer and just trying to do more,
it's hard.
It had nice music. I liked the voice acting. I thought it's not complex graphics, but they do a good job with the style that they've picked, and it's consistent throughout.
Yeah.
The little animations were like nice and smooth and not janky. There was one time that I noticed the shadows were a little wrong. Yeah, and they were like, it wasn't all just like 8 different kinds of Picross. Like, it was a good mix of different kinds of puzzles.
Yeah, something for everyone, pretty much. There's some ones that you're going to be very familiar with and have no problem solving, and there's probably going to be 1 or 2 things that is like, oh, this is my weakness for puzzle solving. Like musical notes.
Slide the spinner. I was very put off by the spinning thing not letting me spin.
Oh yeah.
That was.
Oh yeah.
I was looking at it and going, "There's no solution without being able to spin them. What do you want from me, puzzle? This is a standard puzzle trope. Why aren't you being the kind of puzzle I want you to be?"
Yeah. All while not realizing that, oh, there's a first part of this puzzle I have to solve first before you allow me to spin things.
Yeah, I was trying to work out, is there a button, a hidden button that spins them? Is there some
pegs blocking some cogs?
The cogs were not blocked by the wooden panels, yeah.
No. Okay. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Are you planning on going back to more of the river game?
Instead, we'll do our... Thank you, everyone, for watching. See us next time for Senior Detectives. We'll have to work out what we're playing. And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.